Are there garnets at Garnet Peak? That's what we're going to find out today. So we're going to go on a rock hunt, gem hunt, see what we can find. Usually it's just hard rock inclusions, but sometimes you find little guys all on their own. But that's usually if I dig. I'm not going to dig here. I don't think it's legal. You know, dig up some samples and take it home. That's usually when I find the pieces on their own. We have to crush it up and get it out and hope you don't destroy it in the process. It's been really hot lately. I think today is supposed to be just mid-80s though, so a bit cooler, so I wanted to run out here. Alright, I'll let you know what I find. Well, sorry, haven't done a video in a while. Had a lot of stuff going on personally. Me and my wife, we had our first baby, so there's a lot going on there. And today she said, get out, walk the dog, take a break. So I am out here today. Decided I'd go up Garnet Peak and just take a look to see, check out the area. This is poopite. They've got two totally different rock forms here. That's interesting. Can't tell if it's like a really coarse quartz or maybe some calcite, quartzite, mix of the two. That's a nice looking one. So a lot of the micas I talk about are some muscovite. This one we've got biotite. You've got the black micas, and in the sun it almost looks like gold, like a pyrite. Heck of a view. But this is maybe, I don't know, not even a quarter mile into the trail, and you hit some areas that look like they might be a fun area to pick around. Pretty empty here today, maybe because of the heat. Also, the other side, Noble Canyon, where you have all the mountain bikers, which are annoying. They just tear up the trails. They're not allowed on this side. I don't know if you can see the red in there. Well, that looks like some garnet. But anyway, just looking at stuff as I go. Just have to slow down to find stuff. If you go fast, you're just going to walk right by some cool things. Cool things including this view. Look at that. And what do we have here? The trail goes up that way. we've got a little side trail with some outcrop, so I would definitely check that out. It could just be a viewpoint, but I always like the road to nowhere, the trails to nowhere. Alright, so I just found this guy. Definitely have some garnets in here. Let's see if I can get a better picture. Those are nice. Look at that. My guess is these are spessartine garnets. Really vivid red. Could be pyrope. That is cool. So that was just on this little that little side trail where I said there was an outcrop, and as you walk through there's this area where you can tell someone has crushed up rock. Could have been an old tailings pile, I don't know. But the garnet inclusion here is just so obvious. So there's a section here where you come across and there's all these outcrops, which may be interesting to check out, but I got my dog. It's snake season. I'm wearing shorts, and I'm a bit of a time crunch, so I'm not going to go up there and do any bushwhacking, but, you know, if those weren't issues, it'd probably be a good spot to look. But there's just, I mean, outcrops everywhere over here. And as you saw earlier, I was able to find pieces without having to try too hard. Now here's a nice little trail opening, where I don't have to worry about stepping on a snake, because I'd see it. Isn't that cool? This looks more like a rose quartz. So garnet or rose quartz? Well, if you can see the little nodules, maybe I need to zoom in even more. They almost look like growths or bumps on top of the rock there. They're red. So those are garnets. I have a pretty bright one right at the tip of on the left side of my thumbnail there. Now the center of my thumbnail. Right side of my thumbnail. You can see the one I'm talking about. But there's multiple on here. So those are the garnets I'm finding off of that little side trail. Now I'm behind the outcrops where I was saying I didn't want to go to because I couldn't find a clear way up without getting into snake territory. Now I'm up behind it. We're just finding it as float. So look for an area where there's a large congregation of rocks in general, and then I just kind of start picking and see what I find. But I bet if I looked through all these, I could probably find some pegmatite. Yeah. So, here's some pegmatite. It's somewhat small, but you can see, see the difference. You got this. Look at the mineral separation over here. It's pretty even. And then you've got this vein. Pretty sure the black stuff is tungsten, as we have some in the area. Wolframite, likely. But if you just look at the size of the crystals, in comparison to the other part of the rock, it gets bigger. And then you've got those crystals in there. Again, I'm not going to dig over here. I don't think it's legal. But if you had I do have my rock hammer, and a chisel, smash that open, break it open, chisel it, you might be able to find some crystals behind or inside behind this pegmatite here. So I'm sure there's much more. There's other pegmatite in the other rocks. That's just an example of what it looks like. Obviously pegmatite can look different in different areas depending on what material you have. But that's what it looks like over here. So you see pegmatite, boom, that's a big win. That is the source of the gems. Check around the base, dig around. You saw what I found a few feet away. The one I was just showing you, those little nodules. Get it cleaned up. Maybe you'll find something gemmy you can get out. It's no guarantee. It's not the point, at least for me. I'm not out here trying to make money. I'm out here learning and having fun and a hobby. So, and when you can find stuff on your own, it's really exciting. So for those of you feeling like, oh, I won't pick up float because it's illegal, then you have these douchebags over here riding bikes on the PCT, which is absolutely illegal. Sorry, that stuff makes me mad. There's things you really hold back on because you try to preserve it, and then you've got people like that just completely ignore the rules. I mean, there's signs posted everywhere. Okay, rant over. Alright, I'm going to head back. Keeping this trip short. I did, just an hour in, so I'll do an hour back out. As you may know, these flat-faced dogs do not do well in the heat, so I'm out here early in the morning. And I'll leave before it gets too hot. But as you saw, the question was, were there garnets, or are there garnets on Garnet Peak? The answer is yes. I wouldn't come out here digging, you'd probably get ticketed. I mean, there's no enforcement, but still, I'm not going to tell you to come out here and do something illegal. But I will say, come out here and check it out. If you happen to kick a rock that looks cool and it ends up inside of your shoe, well, no biggie. Nobody's going to miss it. But I wouldn't come out here and start digging. I mean, these places are supposed to be preserved, national forest, so people in the future, our kids, our grandkids, they can experience these really cool areas that haven't just been destroyed by humans. But I'm sure people still come out here and smash up rock. I can see evidence of it, and I can tell it's not from the 60s, it's more recent. But anyways, that is it. Thank you for watching.